Well, good morning, good morning, good morning to everyone. I hope you all are doing well. Happy Friday, y'all. We done made it to Friday. Y'all give me a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. And then if you give me a thumbs up in the chat that you can hear me, I will then come to the screen. Okay. You know what I'm saying? What's up, everybody? Happy Friday, yo. It's Friday. Listen, if you are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and get subscribed. Make sure you bang that notification bell so that you don't miss anything. All right. And child, listen, we got some things to most definitely get into today for sure, for sure. Uh Hold on one moment. And then I'm gonna speak to y'all like I got some manners because I do. Let's see here. What's up? Happy Friday, everybody. What's going on? What's going on? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. What's up, Simply Elegant One? What's going on, Too Feisty? What's up, Mia? What's going on, Gabby? What's going on, Tasha? What's up? What's up, everybody? Listen, welcome to the chat. We are here and we are here to have a good Friday. Little hot topic segment, considering that I don't have a new episode of my show out just yet. Okay, child, you know, filming just didn't work this week. It just didn't work this week. I had my own stuff going on, but you know. What's up, Miss Edith? What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, listen, y'all. I have a couple of things that I do want to get into today. Oh, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Listen, I first of all I want to thank those of you who are true down downs. I appreciate you all for riding for me these last few days. You know what I'm saying? Because the people be on another level. It is a new day, but I do want to thank you guys because listen, it's been crazy. All right. But thank you guys so much for having my back. And listen, y'all just make sure you hit that like button, make sure you subscribe. And listen, they say I begs, I begs, I beg, I beg. So I'm a big throughout the show, you know what I'm saying? We just gonna big, big, and big. Okay. Well, anyway, y'all, we do got a good show to get into today. So welcome to everybody coming in the room. Eyes popping, lips busting. I know that's right. Listen, the people, child, gotta change it up every now and then, every now and again. Um, but what's going on, everybody? Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. You know, I love when Neely said that. Oh, my eyes popping and lips busting. Okay. Shout out to the Queen Neely Leaks. Okay, listen, y'all. So we have a pretty big show today that we are going to get into. Um, so we are getting ready to get started right now. All right. And I don't know if you guys have seen just the topics in general that we have on the board. Now we are going to talk about some other stuff that's not necessarily up there. But we are going to talk about some things. All right. So we have Kim and Kroy up here. We got Kenya and Marc. We got Sukihana. And I guess I'll go ahead and start with her apology that the young boy released an apology. You know what I'm saying? She said that he did it privately and publicly as well. So we're just gonna get into it. We're gonna get into it. Hold on one second, and then I'm getting ready to share my screen. Uh-oh. All right. Well, I thought I selected it. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start with her. Listen, one thing I will say though is even with her accepting the apology, and I'm glad she stated it as well, it doesn't make an excuse for the behavior at all. We gotta know boundaries and we gotta know how to follow those boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Like you really did something that you should not have done, and had that been the right woman, you would have other accusations and probably other things pending against you just for doing what you did. And so I do kind of wonder why we do be so quick to kind of, you know what I'm saying, shift the whole thing. But I get it. You don't want to tear another brother down. I get that. I totally get that. But I do want to make it known that there's no excuse for doing something that you know you didn't have any business doing, like boundaries. And when somebody says stop, you better stop. Because again, had this been somebody else, and y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, had it been a different situation, um, it would have been a whole different thing. So, that's how I feel. What's going on, Diane? What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? All right. So I'm getting ready to share my screen. All right, so I am um showing you guys what's going on TMZ. Okay, so they did report this. Of course, I'm sure y'all have seen the apology, but anyway, it says that Sukihana says that she forgives YK, whatever his name is, for forcibly kissing her, creating a frenzy of pissed off fans on social media in hopes that the whole thing will serve as a lesson moving forward. Sukiana remained mostly silent since the incident at the Crew Lounge in Atlanta over the weekend. Now, when the singer rubbed her bare shoulders, when he was rubbing her bare shoulders, grabbed her face, forced a kiss, as she was very clearly trying to fight him off. All right. Now we already know how it went. We already seen the video. Now, um, I don't understand. Well, I guess they don't have his apology here because I don't think this is his apology. I think that yeah, that's her apology. But anyway, YK apologized for the whole thing Wednesday on Instagram in a statement Friday. Suki says that she has chosen to accept his apology, adding, "God will always forgive me, and I can always forgive others. My accepting his apology is not my excusing or lessening the severity of his actions. This is destiny choosing to give grace to him." And again, however you say his name. All right. So here is her here is her, I guess, accepting the apology. What's going on, Zap, for you? What's up, Shalika? What's going on, Sharice? How y'all doing? Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. Hope you guys are doing well. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, okay? And guess I'm gonna be begging for likes and cash apps throughout this whole entire live. So, that's just who I am, okay? Mm. Okay, so this apology says that I want to first say thank you to everyone who has reached out. Your thoughtfulness has not gone unnoticed. I would like to address the event that took place on Saturday as well as the aftermath surrounding such. First, I want to acknowledge that YK Oris, or whatever his name is, has apologized to me both privately and publicly, and I have chosen to accept his apology. God always forgives me, and I can always forgive others. My accepting his apology is not my excusing or lessening the severity of his actions. This is destiny choosing to give grace to, all right, whatever his name is. He is young. That mm, Anyway, he is young. It is my prayer that this experience will cause him and others to be more mindful and respect the personal boundaries of others. I'm a human, I'm a woman, I'm a mother and a daughter before I am an entertainer. No matter what my lyrics express, I still have boundaries and a right to have them. Again, I have accepted his apology and I am working towards getting back to my life. I am giving YK grace and forgiveness that I wanted to be given to me as I was discovering and defining myself on this very public and sometimes unforgiving entertainment platform. Thank you again. I deeply appreciate your support. So, she is accepting the apology, but I still I always think your apology needs to be just as loud as the public humiliation. And I think also too, and this is just my opinion. We can all agree to disagree and move in love on this wonderful Friday, okay? But what I do think also too, and him being young is not an excuse because he is in this industry, and in this industry you are going to have to learn boundaries. You can't just walk up on somebody and force yourself on them and expect that to go the right way. Like, it just don't go like that. Like, you, common sense tells you what type of boundaries to have, especially publicly. Like, that's one of the things that I just can't rock with. Like, I feel like you should listen. We got to hold you accountable. You again did it in front of people. I think you should apologize more than just a written statement. And that's just me. That's just how I feel about it. I feel like verbally you should have given her you could have done a video. You could have done anything, because that doesn't mean anything. Like, there's no excuse for what he did. It wasn't. But that's just how I feel. Like I said, we can have our own opinions, but I feel like the apology should have been loud, especially considering what you did to her and the backlash that you got from it. Like, come on now, we got to do better than that. And I just feel like, again, we got to hold you to a standard, and a lot of people are not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, child, and I did see people surrounded, like Meek Mill had some things to say. I did see that. So, child. Um, I again just I'm not gonna go with the excuse of being young. You need to learn now. You need to learn now, okay? Because it's not even cute. Okay. All right. How y'all doing on this Friday? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Y'all please hit that like button as you come on up in here. Listen, we just having a Friday night. I mean, it ain't even nighttime, but we having a Friday morning live, okay? And we just talking. We just having a conversation and just keeping it real, keeping it a book, and moving right along, okay? All right. So now I did want to speak. Hold on. Um, Maybe I'm tripping. No, I'm not. Um, I did want to speak on a couple of other things, and we are going to get into those things right now. Oh, be patient with me. Okay, it's Friday. Ooh, I am so glad about it. All right, let's move over to Kenya. Ken. Okay, Ken. Let's move over to Ken. I like Ken because Ken know when. Anyway, all right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. I need a better layout than this. All right, here we go. All right. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore, estranged husband Marc pleads with judge for private divorce trial with no public audience. Okay. So we already know that allegedly, a lot of people don't think that Miss Kenya was actually really married. But we are actually seeing that they are making headlines in regards to their trial. What's up, Mace Monroe? How you doing, love? How you doing? How you doing? What's going on, Miss Lewis? What's up, Miss Jackie? What's going on? What's going on? So we know that. What's up, Jasmine? What's up? What's up? What's up? Good parents know what to do with their sons. I don't need no FYI. I'm a mother raising respectable young men with an amazing husband. Though the ones who need to hear it ain't in this chat. Wow, that's the truth. Okay, so let's get into Marc and Kenya. All right. So this is being reported by Radar Online. Shout out to Radar Online. I will, once I get done with this live, I will actually paste the article in the in the description box below of this actual video. So if you're watching the playback, That's how you will be able to pull this up. All right. And I did go ahead and put my alleged banner back up here. All right, let's get into it. So it says Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore's soon to be ex-husband Marc Daly is begging that the public is not allowed to watch their upcoming divorce trial. RadarOnline.com has learned. Now it goes on to say, according to court documents obtained by Radar Online, Mark wants the trial to be scheduled to start later this month, to be sealed. Okay, he wants it to be sealed, child. He don't want the people to know what's going on. All right. He told the judge both he and Kenya were celebrity figures. He said his ex appears on a television show that airs nationally and internationally. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Mark, I didn't know you until you knew Kenya. I'm just gonna say that, okay? But anyway, the party's relationship status has received a lot of media attention due to Kenya's dealing their private issues on the reality television show that she is filming. His motion reads, okay? This also goes on to say that Mark sealed portions of his motion with listed the reasons that he believed that the trial should be sealed. Now, Kenya has yet to respond to his request. As we first reported, Kenya filed for divorce in May of 2021, years after the okay, years after the couple split in 2019. In her petition, the Bravo star listed the date of separation as September the 19th of 2019 and said that they have been living separate ever since. Okay. That's what the article say. Okay. Um Now again, I just find this interesting. I don't know. I don't know. Now, this also goes on to say that the reality star said that the marriage was it was broken, with no hope for a reconciliation. Now, prior to the divorce, the two hashed out a deal where Kenya would have primary custody with Mark having visitation. Now, the trial is expected to be full of bombshells as Mark and Kenya are fighting over her Georgia home she purchased and paid before the marriage. But Mark believes that she owes him a cut of the property. Now, one thing I will say, Mark, you was ignorant as hell for asking for part of this woman's property that you know you ain't had nothing to do with. I now that right there, I can't rock with. Okay. Now it says, as first reported, Mark recently accused Kenya of refusing to sign the parental settlement agreement and the parenting plan. Okay, that the parties reached during mediation on May the 11th of 2023. Now, Mark said that the deal was reached over 7.5 hours of negotiations. However, he said Kenya has failed to execute the paperwork. He believes Kenya's actions are due to her desire to drag out the case. He said that her actions reflect her continued attempt to expand these proceedings. Now, Mark has demanded that Kenya be ordered to pay his legal fees associated with him bringing his motion. The case is ongoing. Child, Mark. Now wait a minute, Mark. One thing that I am gonna say when it comes to Kenya, what's going on, sweet pea? What's going on? What's going on? One thing I am gonna say when it comes to this whole Kenya thing is, we're not gonna sit up here and act like you don't want, like you're not. What is you talking about? What is you talking about? You the one that want this to be private. Well, I believe both of y'all do, but come on now. Come on now. Mark, you're not innocent, bro. You're not innocent, bro. You're not even innocent. So we're not even gonna act like that. We're not even gonna act like you innocent. But child, it's gonna be very interesting to see how this is going to continue to play out. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm definitely interested in seeing how this whole thing is going to play out. All right. So that was that about Kenya versus Mark. Okay. So we don't have an official date because I think that the trial was originally supposed to start in May, but because he whatever it was, he fired his attorneys or whatever the case may be. Child, is happening at the end of this month, allegedly, according to Radar Online. All right. Well, y'all, well. It does not end there. You know, the Atlanta streets are doing a lot. Okay. The Atlanta streets are doing a lot. All right. So let's get into this. I did not report this the other day when it came out. I could have, but I did not. So I want to talk about it right now. Now I want to talk about Apollo. Okay. Apollo Nida. All right. Y'all do know that is the ex-husband of Phaedra Parks. All right. Now it says that this is another exclusive from Radar Online. Now, this is just part one of the actual story. Now, Real Housewives of Atlanta star Phaedra Parks' ex-husband Apollo still owes 1.9 million in restitution to fraud victims, court documents reveal. Okay. Now, the federal government still thinks that the hunky ex-husband of Real Housewives of Atlanta star Phaedra Parks may pose mm, concrete danger, child, to the public and should remain under court-ordered probation. Radar Online can exclusively reveal. Now, Apollo Nida is pleading with the federal judge to terminate his 5-year probation early, but prosecutors are opposing the request because he still owes the vast majority of the 1.9 million in restitution to the victims of his wire fraud scheme that landed him in prison, according to the court documents. Now, the feds admit that they are leery of the $120,000 cash payments that NIDA has made thus far to pay off the fine. It goes on to say that in light of how difficult to detect this style of complex fraud he has practiced in the past, is this very important to protect the public by mentioning, by maintaining the full effect of supervised release for as long as originally ordered. All right. Assistant U.S. Attorney Elena Black stated in a June the 14th, 2023 filing opposing to the early release. Now, that was just 2 days ago. Okay. Now, this was just reported 2 days ago. So prosecutors are pretty much stating, and, 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 and. So, um, now, let's see here. So it goes on to say that in 2014, Nida 44 was sentenced to 8 years in federal prison for his role in the massive $2 million money laundering fraud scheme using a series of bank accounts. Now, released in May of 2019, Nida was ordered to complete 5 years of probation, while Black admits that Nida has behaved himself. The prosecutor remains Apollo, they want you to pay up. That's what it is. They want you to pay up. Now, in regards to this, they is basically saying, you know, a lot of times they will let you be released on this type of stuff early. But I guess considering that this is like fraud and money, it deals with money, you gotta pay that restitution, all right, in order to be released from the parole or probation. He's on probation. Okay. Um, let's see what else was this saying. Uh-oh. I hate these ads on here, y'all. I do. I hate these ads. But I understand that that's how the peoples get paid. That's how the peoples get paid by the ads. By the ads. That's how they get paid by the ads. Um. Okay, I guess I did read that. Oh, in this motion for early release, the smooth talking reality star argues that he has maintained a stable residence with his now wife and has successfully transitioned into society and established a great relationship with his children. Now, the interesting thing I would like to know about this is, remember a few years ago when Apollo, when he first got out, how him and Peter Thomas was down there trying to build houses or whatever they was doing in them houses and stuff. Y'all remember that? I do find it interesting because now you don't hear nothing about them two I guess they still good friends, but you don't hear nothing about what they be doing like that. But I do remember them or recall them doing that. Okay, so that's that about Apollo Child. Um, and hold on, let me get the second part of this. And like I said, I will go ahead and put this in the description box uh below. Okay, so the other article is actually just stating that the judge is shutting it down. Okay, so one article is stating that he is requesting it. The other article is just pretty much stating that he is shutting it. The judge is shutting it down because of the restitution that is owed. Okay, so that is what that other article is actually saying. All right. So I want to get into the next thing. Okay, so we talked about um Apollo, we talked about Kenya and Marc. We talked about Sukihana, okay? And there are a couple of other things that I also want to talk about. All right. So hold on one second. Hopefully you guys have hit that like button. All right. Um, so I want to get into this now. This I find completely interesting. One of the things that I said the other day was about how I didn't really understand. Well, actually, I think I said this in the hot topics with Lamb. I said that the crazy thing is that these two are going through this nasty divorce and they're still living with each other. That is beyond me, right? I think if the divorce is this nasty, why would y'all still be in the presence of each other every day? That seems so off and weird to me. Okay. And it definitely gives clout chase, and it definitely gives that you want to get back on the show. And um like I can't with Kim, but anyway, it says Real Housewives of Atlanta star. This is also exclusively reported by Radar Online. Now, Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kim Zolciak fighting Kroy's attempt to kick her out of her Georgia mansion as divorce turns nasty. Okay, now I've told y'all again. I think that some of this stuff is fabricated. Okay, I really do. I do think some of this stuff is fabricated, and I think it's fabricated so that people, so that she can get back on the show, get back in the good graces of people talking about her in the public, so that that way she can receive a check from Bravo. Again, I've already said time and time again, Kim doesn't deserve this platform at all. Okay, so let's get into it. So it says Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kim Zolciak is pleading with the judge to not side with her estranged husband Kroy Bierman and grant his request to have her leave his Georgia or have her leave her Georgia mansion, radaronline.com has learned. I just don't understand why y'all want to be in the same house. Why? That don't make sense to me. Now it goes on to say the Radar Online has obtained Kim's official response to Kroy's divorce. Now, at first reported last month, both Kim and Kroy filed separate petitions in Georgia court. All right. It goes on to say that both listed the date of marriage as November the 11th of 2011 and said that the marriage was irretrievably broken and no hopes for reconciliation. Now, the date of separation was listed as April the 30th. Okay, it goes on to say that in his case, Kroy and Kim both demanded primary custody of their four minor children. Kroy Cash, Kia Kai, I don't know how to say that, and Kane. Now, in addition, they want the other to pay child support, spousal support, child and spousal support, child. Now, this I just again don't understand how you can make it make sense that y'all still in the same household together. It just don't make sense to me. Now, the divorce has been extremely messy, and with Kim demanding that Kroy submit a drug test, and she claimed to have witnessed him smoking marijuana, and y'all already know how I feel about that situation. Y'all already know how I feel about that situation. So you was okay with it all up until this time. So now you're trying to play get back, and now it's an issue. Girl, they need to check you too. Anyway, Kroy fired back, demanded that Kim be psychologically evaluated by a doctor. Now he accused her of spending a substantial amount of their money gambling online. Now, Kroy said that Kim has been spending substantial time and marital funds on gambling and other games of choice. Now, listen, Kim and Kroy, I can't with y'all. Now, Kroy also asked the court to order Kim to vacate the Georgia home that they share, allow him the exclusive use of the property. Now, in her new filing, Kim opposes Kroy being awarded primary custody of the kids and have the exclusive use of their home. Now, Kim said that she is a loving, fit, and proper parent to have joint legal and primary custody of the kids. Now, y'all know how me and Lamb talked about how she was over child. Kim and Kroy, y'all make my head hurt. I just want y'all to know that much. Y'all really do make my head hurt. I don't understand. Can y'all make it make sense? You know what I'm saying? What is going on? Okay. Um, listen, y'all. It's Friday, and anyway, I'm going to continue to move on. Okay, not dismissing what's going on, but I'm gonna continue to move on. Okay. What's going on, Cheryl? What's going on, Demi? What's up, Jamie? What's up, everybody that's just coming in? Please hit that like button as you come on into the room. We just having a real open conversation about some things. Again, I'm not dismissing what's going on, but yeah, I'll check it later. Uh, all right. So let's go to our next topic now. I definitely wanted to talk about this because I do feel like this should be talked about. And I haven't really done a follow-up video because one thing I wanted to do was to get Pam to come over and actually speak um on this. And hopefully she's still able to. I know that she is actually covering some things here. So I'm going to go ahead and just give an update on this. Is this the right article? This may not be the right article. Hold on one second, y'all. Um, that and I don't know how to say her name, so I'm just gonna respectfully say AJ. You guys, the lady who was unfortunately black lady who was unfortunately unalive, going to get her child's iPad or confiscate her child's iPad, child. And it's an unfortunate situation. This did happen in Florida. And so her mother has been doing interviews. Shout out to her mother because it takes a strong woman to have to literally speak about this because you do want justice and you don't want your daughter to be forgotten about. So it looks as though the lady Suzanne, that ain't is that her name? Hold on, y'all. I feel like her name was Suzanne. Um, I had this article already. Hold on one second. Mm, okay, hold on. Okay. So yeah, I do want to go ahead and talk about this. Now, this article is saying this, and like I said, I didn't do a follow-up video, so I want to do that. Like, I want to talk about it right now, just so that I can bring awareness to this. But it does look like that the white lady, the Suzanne lady, did receive bond. Okay, she did receive a bond. I really think that, and I get it. Florida laws are a lot different from a lot of other states, but this is absolutely crazy, and I just don't understand. Ah, it's heartbreaking. It's honestly heartbreaking. And the fact to think that you did this in front of her child who was standing right next to her is very heartbreaking in itself. And I just don't wish no pain on anybody because listen, it's not cool. It's not fair. I won't want to wish that on anybody. And I really hope that those children do get the help that they deserve along with her mother and any other family relative that's touched or affected by this. I really do pray that they get the help that they need because that has to be it has to be hard to deal with watching your mom literally get unalived in front of you. It's crazy. Anyway, so let's go ahead and talk about this now. White Florida woman charged with shooting and unaliving her black neighbor told detectives that she called the victim's children by racist slurs in the months leading up to the slaying, according to an arrest report released on Thursday. Now, Suzanne Louise Lawrence, I guess that's how you say that. Lawrence, I don't know. 58 admitted to detectives that she called the children the N word. One child told the deputies that the night of the actual shooting, Suzanne came out of her house and gave the children the middle finger, and also said that this get away from my house, you black slave, according to the report. Wow. And a dirty heifer like this, and yes, I say a heifer, gets a bomb? Come on now. Now, the report from the Marion County Sheriff's Office came out shortly after Suzanne made her initial appearance in court Thursday by video. Now, she had been charged with first degree felony manslaughter with a firearm, as well as capable negligence, battery, and 2 counts of the A word, Chef Billy Woods said in a statement. Now, um, Suzanne appeared wearing a dark protective vest, answered the judge's questions about her finances and her attorney and assistant public defender appointed by the judge entered a written plea of not guilty. Now on Friday, not guilty. What? How? How? You confessed to it. How? Not guilty? Y'all, this world that we live in is so sick. It is sick. You plead not guilty, but you admitted to doing it. I don't know how y'all could. This bothers me, but anyway, on Friday, a judge set Susan's bond to 150,000 for the manslaughter charge and 1,000 for each of the remaining charges for a total of $154,000. CBS affiliate WKMG TV reported. She gets a bond. She gets a bond after pleading not guilty to something that she admitted to doing. Y'all, we live in a true sick world. Like, what? You know what? I can't. I just can't. Anyway, the article goes on to say that AJ Owens, a 35 year old black mother of four, was unalived this week in Florida, Ocala, 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 About 83 miles north of Orlando. Owen's mother, Pamela Diaz, has said that she will now raise her four young grandchildren. That has to be hard. And I'm wishing for the best. I did put the GoFundMe link in the description box of the actual video in which I did do on this. So if you would like to donate to the family, I do believe that GoFundMe is still open. I always say to do your own research before you do donate. Not saying that you guys have to donate or anything like that, but I always say do your own research and make sure that you are donating to the right GoFundMe and for the right reasons, of course. All right. So you're free to do however you want, but I do think that that this mother is going to need support for those four babies. Like that's horrific. It's horrendous, and I hate to see that it happen. All right. All right, so let's get into our next topic. I did want to talk about that for sure. All right. Who else on this thumbnail? Because I don't want to miss nobody. Okay, I talked about Kim and Kroy, Kenya, Apollo, Sukihana, and who else on here? Hold on, y'all. Oh, Lamar Odom. Okay, let's talk about Lamar. Um, Lamar Odom. All right, hold on. Uh, all right, so this is respectfully coming from the Daily Mail. Again, I will paste that in the comment section for sure. Hold on, guys. If you guys would like to show love to the channel, it's Friday. It's Friday. Y'all can show some love, show some love, show some love. Hit that like button. It's a free way of supporting the channel. All right. All right. So let's get into Lamar Odom. Give me just a second, and I'm gonna share my screen so we can get into this. All right. Um. All right. Now this is in regards again to Lamar Odom. Now it goes. This article again comes from the Daily Mail. Like I said, I will go ahead and put this down in the description box of this video once I get done with it. Um, but this is hold on. Actually, let me do this really all right. So Lamar Odom has filed a lawsuit against his ex-manager, uh, Tonita Bibi, Bibi, Bibi. Y'all know I'm not gonna get nobody's name right. Y'all already know. Y'all already know I'm not gonna get the name right. Respectfully, um, Miss Nida, because I'm gonna have to call you something. Miss Nida. All right. So Lamar Odom has filed a lawsuit against his ex manager, Miss Nida, for more than 1 million. Okay, claiming that she forged documents in an effort to take a Brooklyn home that he has been in or that has been in his family for almost 30 years, child. I was like, oh, not stealing a home, not a home. All right. So the 43-year-old athlete reality star said in legal documents that he terminated Nida, Miss Nida, as his manager in May of 2022 following the efforts involving his real estate portfolio. Now, the Queens, New York native said that Miss Nida sold off the home which he owned and had been in his family for nearly 3 decades, and what he described as a fraudulent transfer child. Now, child, not you over there trying to sell the man house from up under him. My lord, my lord, my lord. It's been in the family for 3 decades. What he say? That's what he say. All right. Now it goes on to say that the former NBA player said in legal documents reviewed by page 6 that his aunt Carol Macer has been residing at that home following the death of his uncle Michael Macer in August of 2022. Oh my. Now, the retired basketball player who played forward for the Los Angeles Clippers and the Lakers for the bulk of his career said in the legal documents that his aunt is dealing with an eviction as a result of Miss Nita unauthorized and illegal actions, child. Oh, and Miss Nita. Now, in legal papers, Odom said that Miss Nita had acted with malice, dishonesty, and a high degree of immoral. I would like to know what she sold the house for. That's what I would like to know. What you sell the house for? What would the house worth? Because he's suing her for $1 million. So I need to know what is the house worth. Now he told the court that she had been engaging in embezzlement and identity theft, misappropriation, and various other um actions of fraud. Oh wow. Now Odom said in court docs that Miss Nita continued to book him for work and take payment for the booking after he fired her in May of 2022. Not only was she selling your house up underneath you, but she was also spending your money. Child, child. After you fired her. Now, in his lawsuit, um, Odom has also named a public notary involved in the transaction involving the home. Now, Odom told the court that the notary had improperly notarized the documents in the real estate deal. Now, he said that the notary assisted to his presence and signature, even though he was not on hand either in person or remotely to execute the forged deed. Ooh. Y'all know who this sound like? Can y'all tell me in the comments who that sound like? Cause y'all ain't made no comments in a minute. I know some of y'all working in this Friday and stuff like that, but y'all can talk to me. Say something, say something, say something. But who that sound like? Who that sound like to y'all? All right, now let me keep going. Now, Miss Nita was not given permission to use Odom's name, signature, email address, social media accounts, or social security number, which had been done in multiple instances, according to Odom. Now, Odom, who was formerly wed to Khloe Kardashian, said that Miss Nita used all of the aforementioned elements to defraud people and businesses by accepting, speaking, and appearances, engagements, and taking in money for the services after he had let her go more than a year ago. So you mean to tell me that right now that lady was recently taking your money too? My God, today. Now, Odom told the court that Miss Nita also has yet to pay him for a number of projects that he was involved in, spanning from the NFT deal. Now, if I'm not mistaken, that NFT deal, y'all got lawsuits out about y'all on that. So I don't know if you want to be if you want to, I don't know, but anyway, to Celebrity Big Brother, College Hill, Celebrity Edition, and Celebrity Boxing, child. All of that money, he ain't got all his monies, y'all. Child, that what they say about Lamar Odom. That what they on here saying about Lamar Odom. He is not getting his monies, and the lady is taking up his money. Miss Nita is over there taking up that man money. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you, Jackie. Um, Because that's exactly what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. All right. So that's that about Lamar Odom. All right. I wanted to definitely talk about that. All right. So I got just a few more topics that I want to talk about, and um, we good to go. All right. Let's see here. I refuse to talk about Hazel E and the man she got because I can't. I can't. Um, I wanted to talk about. Give me just a second. I know I'm gonna run across it. Y'all, please hit that like button. Please, please, please support the channel. It's a free way of supporting the channel, actually. All right, and get me on up in that algorithm with the topics at hand. Um, why do I not see it? Hold on one second. Um, oh, hold on. Okay. I don't know why I was having a hard time finding it. Okay. Um, hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. Um, all right, here we go. I got it. 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 Except I don't want to do this. I bet they ain't gonna let me read the article. Hold on, y'all. Um, oh, I guess I could have went to the New York Post. Okay. All right. So I'm able to get this from CNN. All right, let's get into it. All right, so a grand jury has indicted Marine veteran who held homeless man in fatal chokehold on the New York City subway. Child. Now this goes on to say that the Manhattan grand jury has indicted Daniel Penny, the Marine veteran who held the homeless black man at and and street artist Jordan Neely in a fatal chokehold on the New York City subway. A Manhattan district attorney spokesman told CNN. Now, Penny 24 was indicted on second degree manslaughter charges, and arraignment is expected to be held on June the 28th, the spokesman said. Now, Penny surrendered to the police last month to face a second degree manslaughter charge, and he has since been out on a $100,000 bond. All right. Now, Penny held Neely in a chokehold on the subway train May the 1st after Neely began shouting at passengers that he was hungry and thirsty and didn't care whether that he died. Now, Penny forced 30 years or I'm sorry, Penny forced 30-year-old Neely to the train floor and restrained him in a chokehold until he stopped breathing. A medical examiner ruled Neely's death as a homicide. Um, I wanted to make sure that I touch on this because y'all see this. Sorry. I wanted to touch on this because I do find that one of the things that I said that I was hoping that the charges against him were going to stick. Um, and the reason why I said that, not making an excuse, and just saying that these particular charges need to stick. But I need something to stick when it comes to this man. I really do. I really, really, really do. Okay. I really do. Hey, Miss Thompson, what's going on? What's going on? Everybody coming in, please make sure you hit that like button. All right, now this also says that Penny's attorneys say that they are confident that a trial jury will find their client's actions on the train were fully justified. They said in a statement. No, it wasn't, sir. Y'all always, I can't. While we respect the decision of the grand jury to move this case forward to trial, it should be noted that the standard of proof in a grand jury is very low, and that there has been no findings of wrongdoing, attorney Stephen Razor and Thomas Kenneth said. So that's that on that. Oh, thank you so much, Miss Jackie, for the cash app. It's greatly appreciated. We're gonna bump about it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna bump about it. I appreciate it. Oh, sorry. I was already on mute and then I muted myself. Hey, hey, Aunt Natty. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us. So that was that about that. A grand jury it has indicted him and he is going to trial. He's another one that I don't think deserved the bond. You know what I'm saying? I just don't understand these people getting bonds and stuff like this. But when somebody of color is it's the opposite way around. You know, we don't get that. We don't get that leverage. Not okay in it on the opposite side either. But come on now, like I don't understand it. So yeah, that was that, and I wanted to definitely talk about that because I want to bring awareness to these cases because there's so much going on, y'all. It is so much going on in the news just in general, and this week has really just been like really off. Just with everything going on, man, it's just been really off. All right, so hold on one second, guys. Mm, okay, so you guys know that we also talked about the Jocelyn situation, right? Now I was one of the ones that stated that I didn't see Big Lex actually calling the police. But here's what I'm gonna say about this, and this is just my take on it. This is just my opinion. We ain't got to fall out about it, right? But here's my take on it. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, she was asking for it, but then call the police or call the popos and stuff like that." But y'all, it wasn't no fair game. Like Jocelyn don't play fair at all. So to me, she always has her husband doing something in the battle. She always got people actually helping her. So what I wanted to say, because I'm a real true person, regardless of how people feel about me, um, I'm gonna be the one to come and say that I was want to say that I didn't see Big Lex calling the police, that I thought it was somebody else. Now, according to Funky Dineva, I told you guys that he was stating that there was something else that happened after that that led to the arrest. I don't know again the truth in that particular situation, but I did want to come back and say that I did say that I didn't see her calling the police, but I most definitely do. I most definitely and I did hear the call, but I don't condone jumping. Like if you're gonna do it, let's have handle it one on one. Like it's never like it's never like a situation where I feel like, you know, eh, I don't know. Just in this particular case, I don't like the whole jumping thing. Let it be a one on one situation. Okay. Let it be a one on one situation. All right. So this is something else I want to talk about. This is sad to report, but y'all know I love me some Gangsta Boo. But I did want to touch on this, okay? Um, and actually, I saw this actually come out some weeks ago. I don't know why people are just now picking it up, but I could have sworn I seen this about a couple of weeks ago. Shout out to Gangsta Boo again. I love Boo's music. Um, but in this report, it is stating that she unfortunately passed away due to accidental overdose. Okay, and I'm not gonna say the name of those particular things because we gotta watch it on here on YouTube. But I did want to make sure that I did say this because I did do a video on Gangsta Boo because I told y'all I was a fan. But this is sad to see. I hate to see something like this. But hopefully, people in the community can learn and handle situations better than kind of resulting to this. I have heard like the songs and I've seen like the videos in regards to several things in regards to Gangsta Boo, but I hate to see this. I really do. I hate to definitely see this. And I think it's sad. I do. I think it's super, super sad. Okay. And I just hope that areas can heal. Heal. All right. It's all about healing. It's all about healing. It's all about healing. It's all about healing. All right. So listen, I wanted to address this. I said I wasn't going to do this on this particular live, but I wanted to address this. This is something different from what was going on yesterday. Um, so I want to say this, because Wanda, I'm sure you listened to me. I'm very sure that you listened to me, but I want to address you, and I want to address you on my own platform so I can say what I want to say. Right. All right. So I have not been watching this show. However, I do see stuff that go on social media, right? Um, and a couple days ago, Wanda went live, and Wanda was saying some really crazy things about her niece. And I got on the live. I did not disrespect her. I know that's what a lot of people want folks to do. Get on the platform and disrespect. But what am I going to do that for when y'all are going to go with the narrative that I disrespect or degrade black women? So I'm not going to do that. That's not my character. And I'm still trying to figure out where this is in which I did that. Right. So anyway, Wanda goes live. I'm having a conversation with her, asking her questions. I also stated to her that Tisha wasn't innocent in any situation that her and her cousin are in, and that's just facts. Regardless of how you see it, they are they're I mean, like, she's not innocent. Come on now. You don't want anybody to talk about her, but she's just not innocent. So I said that. Now, Wanda was having technical difficulties. She dropped me down. I wasn't about to keep waiting backstage forever for her to add me back up there. So I was done. I was gone. Now, before she dropped me down, what I was going to let her know is I don't like the whole death thing. I always say that there is power in death in the power of it's power in the tongue. And one of the things that I always make sure that I'm careful is I don't want to wish that on anybody. I go through an illness that I wouldn't wish on anybody. We all deal with different stuff that we wouldn't wish on anybody. And I really just can't I can't really respect grown folks around another grown person that allow this type of stuff to go down, right? Like you never say, "Oh, well, you wrong for that. You can't be doing that," because I'm gonna keep it all the way a buck, Wanda. Your family enables your behavior. Your family enables everything that you did. Now, this is one of the things that I wanted to speak on because I did not like it. You got really furious at the fact that I said that you go too far when you talk about kids, and I meant what I said. You did talk about kids, and it's not a lie. You don't have no business. I don't care if it's your little nephew. I don't care if it's your little niece. I don't care who it is. Stop talking about people kids. Because then when somebody come and eat you up about talking about their kids, I don't care if you said that the child was hungry. I don't care. You can't tell somebody else how to raise their kid. You cannot. And you sit up and go up for a grown woman that can speak for herself. Tisha is very capable of speaking on her own. She doesn't need help, especially you. And I'm just keeping it 100. And I will say this to your face. I just it's no shame here. I'm not disrespecting you. I'm not doing none of that. But I am gonna let you know what time it is. Okay. You got really furious at the fact that I said that you said something about somebody's child. You did. Whether it was your little nephew or not, it doesn't matter. Stop. That's what gets you in the hot water that you in, and then you apologize and go right back to resort to doing the same thing that you was already doing. What good is the apology if you're gonna keep doing it? So I wanted to address that. Now, also, there was a live, I was on Prosperity's live yesterday, in which Kiki came up and Kiki called her father on the phone. Okay. Now we have never, at least I have never heard her talk to her father, nor have I ever heard her father's voice or anything to that sort, right? One of the things that Wanda was saying, oh, I like what he was saying at first, but I told you that I'm not gonna pick sides until and it's not even about picking sides, but I do need to hear both sides of this situation because it sounds like what you did was unwarranted. We ain't hear what you say we is going on. We ain't hear that stuff. So I'm here to tell you, you can be as mad as you want to be. I said what I said when it come to kids, and I would say it to your face. And that's facts. No disrespect. It just is what it is. You can't walk around here, regardless of if it's your little niece or your little nephew. How can you clearly state that she is not your niece no more, but you sitting up here claiming her child and talking about her child? It's off limits, Wanda. It's off limits. That's just facts. It's off limits. Because again, when she mad, you can't say nothing. The very thing that I noticed that y'all like to accuse people of doing, y'all do. Y'all do it. The very thing that y'all accuse other people of doing, y'all do it. And I'm just here to let you know that, you know, I'm not afraid. I don't and to be truthful with you, I don't need to call Kiki's father and ask him if he's gonna say the same thing today that he said yesterday. I don't need to do any of that, right? I don't need to do any of that. We have never heard that man. So how would we and another thing, she stated that and the reason why I'm saying this is because Prosperity, I made a public service announcement over there on her channel saying that y'all, if y'all are gonna take her content, you guys need to give her credit for it. I don't know why that's so hard to cite your source, something that you learned in elementary school. So here's my thing with that. She stated that Kiki's father called her and said, "Oh, I didn't even know I was being recorded and all of that kind of stuff." Kiki actually stated that she was in an interview more than once. So one thing you cannot do is play with me in my face, Wanda. And I know you're gonna listen to this video. If not, I know somebody will send it to you. If not, it is what it is. I said what I said. I meant it. You was talking about somebody's kids. You was talking about your little nephew. But you said Kiki is not your niece. So why you talking about her kids? Make it make sense. Period. So I just wanted to say that verbally so that can be debunked. So we ain't got to go hearsay. You can go by based off of what I actually stated. Okay. I'm letting you know what came out of my mouth. I also did not say that it took you 7 times to take that test. I did not say that. You said in a live, okay? We're not gonna do this, but you said in a live that you had to take it 5 times. That's what you said. So therefore, don't say that I'm lying about something that came out of your own mouth. And what I also said was is that it's common sense. That's what I said. If you gonna pick what I take all of what I said, not bits and pieces. Take all of what I said, respectfully. That's me addressing you, letting you know what time it is. Cause I don't know what this stuff is and what this narrative is, as if I'm not able to address people who think that they are addressing me or say my name, try to be funny. I don't know what that whole ordeal is, but I wanted to let Wanda know how I feel. You're not gonna play with me. And just like I told you on your live, you went too far. You went too far. And that just is what it is. All right. So I did want to address that. And I think that's it, y'all, because um today is Friday, so we have Bell Collective tonight. We have Bell Collective tonight. This is episode 5. Okay. Me and Jeremy will review that on Sunday. On Saturday, tomorrow, you guys are gonna get some content. I do have to catch up on a lot of things, and I'm gonna be working on doing that today and this weekend, just working on a lot of different projects and different things. One of the things that I'm going to do, like I said, is we are gearing up and we are preparing for some things to take place here on the channel, and we're gonna have fun regardless of how we feel, regardless of the day that we have, and we're gonna have fun. Okay, because listen, I know that individually we go through our own stuff. We got our own stuff going on, right? I get it. And I get that sometimes people use YouTube as an outlet to literally relax, unwind, and kind of take their mind off of what is going on every day in their life, right? Which is why it makes it hard for content creators, because you have to learn how to separate the two. Not necessarily separate the two, but you really gotta put on your big draws to get up here and literally talk and entertain and do all of those things. And so shout out to the Don Dons for having my back these last couple of days. Shout out to y'all for being Don Dons, and whether you are a paid Patreon, whether you are a member, members, we've been doing a lot more. We are going to continue to do a lot more. I do have a recipe that I've been editing, but I kind of messed up on it, and I'm trying to get. Okay, so I'm in a production class, so I'm trying to get my editing stuff on on 10. And that's one of the reasons why I also heavily produce my Hot Topics show. Okay. So no Hot Topics tonight. We will resume with episode 3 next week. All right, with Jeremy on it. Now y'all might get the episode before Friday of next week, though. That's the thing. Y'all might get the episode before Friday. Um because I think I may end up doing um, 2 episodes next week. I think. Okay, I owe it to y'all. I do. I do. I owe it to y'all. Um, Going to go ahead and let you guys know that I will review and recap along Real Housewives of Atlanta on Sunday, along with the sneak peeks. All right, we're going to talk about the sneak peeks for Sunday night's episode. So we're going to talk about that on Sunday, as well as Bill Collective, and then we're also going to talk about Summer House. All right, we're going to talk about Summer House and the sneak peeks. Now, speaking of Summer House, I am curious to know how many episodes they're supposed to be getting. I don't know how many episodes. I don't know how many episodes they're getting, but one of the things that I didn't really like is they haven't talked about a reunion. And I think that they deserve a reunion, most definitely, because it seems like a lot of people have a lot of smoke for Jasmine and Salad. So I would really love to see them do a a reunion. I think they absolutely deserve one. If the other summer houses get reunions, why they can't get one? Hey Sunshine, what's going on? What's going on? How are you? How are you? You know, I feel like they definitely deserve a reunion. Um, but interestingly enough, according to um, the appearances that they have made on Watch What Happens Live, they have not talked about a reunion. They have not talked about filming a reunion. So I found that to be really, really odd. Um, so it looks like they may get 8 episodes, which is typically right for a first season of a show. That's typically right. Between 8, 10, and then if they do get a reunion, that would add on. So I think it sucks that they haven't talked about it. And they could just be telling us that and they still getting a reunion. I don't know. I don't know. But according to the cast, they are stating that they have not been contacted or they have not been in talks with the network about a reunion. And I think that they deserve one. If that little whack show on Peacock can get a reunion, why they can't get one? You know, that's what I do find weird. Hey, Mrs. Parker, I was just seeing you. Hey, hey, hey to everyone that has came in and chatted with me. Um yes, thank you to everyone who has came in, chatted with me, talked with me on this good old Friday. We are going to be moving with grace going forward, okay? And we just gonna have us a good old Friday, all right? I don't know what y'all plan on eating today. What sound good? I don't know. I think some nachos or something sound good. Misspoken for what's going on? What's going on? Some nachos sound good. Some tacos. I know it ain't Tuesday, but something like that sound good today. It sound good. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. All right, y'all. Well, listen. I appreciate y'all for tuning into this particular live. Oh, I know y'all see my humidifier back here. I don't know if y'all could see the smoke or whatever, but this is a humidifier, okay? And I got all of my oils. I got all my oils, my essential oil, and I think in this one I put frankincense and cinnamon and lemon, and yo, it just it blesses my soul. It blesses my soul. And also too, y'all, if y'all don't have one of these and you don't have the essential oils to go with it, I'm gonna tell you something. If you have trouble sleeping at night, get you one of these. Get you one of these. It's a humidifier that accepts like the essential oils. So make sure y'all get y'all one of these if y'all have a hard time sleeping, because it does work miracles with those essential oils. Okay. So just want to let you guys know that that's what I'm breathing in. Fresh air. Just revive, rejuvenate, just 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 breathe. Just breathe. Okay. Anyway, y'all get y'all one of these. Get y'all one of these. Get y'all one of these. What that girl say? When she said when she was talking about that salad, y'all better get y'all one of these. Y'all better definitely get y'all one of these right here. Okay, get y'all one of these. Get y'all one of these. All right, y'all. Listen, I'm getting ready to go. I appreciate it. Again, if you like to show love to the channel, you most definitely can. It's going to be scrolling across the bottom of the screen. It's greatly appreciated. Everything here that we did say today is alleged, and I will also put the links to in the description box of yeah, I'm gonna do it on everything that we discussed today. Okay, so that you know exactly where I did get the information from. All right. With that being said, y'all, I appreciate it. Happy Friday to you all. And again, I don't know if I'll be live again, but if not, I'll see you guys on tomorrow. All right. And with that being said, peace.